is a special honor for me to be here with all of you in Tamil Nadu today. We have gathered here to celebrate one of our great leaders, K.Kamraj ji, and his birth anniversary. Some people here might still remember the feeling of hope and excitement as they went to school for the first time. Other people might remember the relief they felt when they got jobs and were able to live a better life because of K.Kamraj ji. But the moment I think of K.Kamraj ji, one story comes to my mind. Long ago, there was a king who wanted his son to learn how to be a good ruler. So he sent his son to the forest and said, go and live in the forest for 1 year. Listen to everything that you hear in the forest and come back and tell me what you heard. So, after 1 year, the prince went back to his father and his father asked him, so tell me, what did you hear? The prince said, I could hear the roar of the animals and I could hear them fighting. When he said this, the king said, you have not heard everything yet. Please go back to the jungle for 1 year and then come and tell me what you heard. The prince was surprised. He was surprised that he hadn't heard everything and he went back to the jungle and he sat there for 1 year. He sat there listening for many days, but he could not hear any new sound. Then one day, when the prince was sitting under a tree, he began to listen closely. He began to hear the faint sounds he had never heard before. The more he listened, the clearer the sounds became. The prince thought, these must be the sounds the king wanted me to hear. When he returned to the kingdom, the king asked him, Prince, what did you hear? The prince said, when I listened carefully, I heard many sounds that I could not hear before. I could hear the sounds of the flowers opening. I could hear the sounds of the sun rays coming into the forest. I could hear the sound of the grass drinking the water. But the most important thing I heard was that the more I listened, the more I heard. The king turned to the prince and said, it is necessary for a ruler to hear everything around him. It is necessary for a ruler to hear everything around him. Not just the loudest sound, but the silent, the faint one, the not so strong one. It is important for the leader to understand the feelings and opinions of every single person, the strongest and the weakest in the state. Friends, I admire K.Kamraj ji because this is exactly what he did. He listened to every single voice in Tamil Nadu.